So day one, Grand Junction to north of Moab. We might do Rimrock Drive through Colorado National Monument, just because it's a really, really good road ride. Kokopelli Trail out to 128. Pretty easy, mellow riding towards Cisco. Jump over the road and start heading towards Arches. We can camp somewhere out, load the bikes and be ready to go in the morning.
So, well, basically, what you need to do to get ready for a 2 or 3 day trip depends entirely on how you've been using your bike recently and whether you've done all the major maintenance recently.
Oil check, good. Other than that, it's just whatever gear we want to bring, what we can fit on our bike. Which for a 3 day trip, actually for a 3 day trip is really not much different than going around the world trip. You still need to camp, you still need to cook, and you still need your gear to stay warm and protected. One of the newest, and in my opinion, coolest things on the market for adventure riders is this double take mirror. And I know on my bike, the mirrors get in the way and they jiggle loose. And they get in the way when you're off-road. So the double take mirror mounts on real easy to the existing thread end point of your mirrors using just a ram mount. This goes on. The mirror snaps in and is fully adjustable, so move it all around any direction you need. When you're riding off-road, you simply fold it out of the way and don't have to worry about hitting your shoulders with it or hitting your chest with it. It gets tucked up out of the way. That's a double take mirror, and they are sweet. Motorcycle trips are very unique. It is not at all the same as road trips in a car. It's not something you can really explain unless you ride a motorcycle. But you're in the elements, there's a lot that can go wrong. There's a lot that you feel that you don't feel in a car. Every little thing makes a difference. The gear you wear, the jacket you're wearing, the helmet you're wearing, the screen on your bike, how much wind is hitting you. Every little thing makes a difference and affects your experience. Being on a motorcycle itself is an icebreaker into people's lives and people's cultures and people's thoughts that you don't get traveling any other way that I've experienced. Being out there in the elements is a good thing. Being out there in the elements also sucks. We were in Japan for 10 days and it rained like 9.5 of those days, and you're soaking wet and you're freezing and your gear starts to get moldy and you smell awful and it's uncomfortable. It's straight up miserable. I mean, it's really bad at some points, but at the end of it, you look back and you think of those times and it's something that you conquered, that you did, and you know, you can't really appreciate how good you have it until you don't have it that good. And sometimes it's not that great on a motorcycle, but that's all part of it. And if it was smooth sailing all the way, it would take away from the experience altogether. It wouldn't be what it is.
The advantages of going on a motorcycle are that you're one with the terrain. You are exposed to the weather. You cannot carry quite so much stuff with you, so you have to be a little better prepared. You need to be able to organize your gear. You pull into a small village somewhere in Asia or Mongolia or someplace. Everybody comes out to see who you are. And so there's a connectedness where it's apparent to people around you that you're willing to expose yourself openly to them. No hiding, no unknowingness to it. You're there. They see that. They see that you're willing to be an open risk-taking person and they come up to you. And that is the most satisfying part of traveling by motorcycle.